Good morning and welcome to this brief introduction on tourism. This video will discuss answers to the following questions. Number 1, what is tourism? Number 2, how do we define who a tourist is? And thirdly, why do people travel? As part of the explanation of answers, we will refer to global tourism statistics provided by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. We will look at some examples from the South Pacific, and we will also discuss some reasons why people travel, not only around the world, but to our own region as well. So what is tourism? If we are to understand the scope, scale, and the magnitude of tourism, we need to know the definition of tourism. And the United Nations World Tourism Organization defines tourism as the activities of a person traveling outside his or her usual place of residence for over 24 hours and under 1 year for the purpose of business, leisure, or other reasons. So you can see from the definition that there are 3 main elements to tourism. Number 1, it involves travel outside a person's residence or home. Secondly, the duration or time of travel is over 24 hours but under 1 year. And thirdly, the purpose is for leisure, business, or other reasons. As you can see from the slide, 1.4 billion people traveled around the world in 2018. Many tourists visited countries like America, including the United States, Canada, and Mexico, South America, Europe, Asia and the Pacific, Africa and the Middle East, and our own Asia Pacific region, which includes the South Pacific. So take 1.4 billion people and imagine the number of planes that would be required to transport people, the number of hotel rooms that would be required, the number of breakfasts or lunches or dinners that would be needed to feed 1.4 billion people, and the number of activities required to service the needs of these tourists as they travel around the world. So you can see that travel or tourism is huge in terms of its global scale. The next question we will answer according to the slide is, who is a tourist? So if I caught the bus from London and came to Suva for the day, would I be classified as a tourist? If I left Suva and drove down to Simatoppa to watch the game, would I be classified or defined as a tourist? United Nations World Tourism Organization defines a tourist as a person who travels to a country outside the normal residence for at least 1 day under 1 year for the purposes of leisure, business, sports, visiting family, or any other reason. A tourist can be both domestic, traveling within their local borders, or international, traveling around international borders. So as you can see from the slide, tourists travel for many reasons. So why do people travel? So people travel for different reasons. As you can see from the slide, we can travel to visit family, we can travel for family reunions, we can travel to attend sports games like the Olympics, the Hong Kong Sevens, the World Cup Soccer. We can also travel to attend meetings, conferences, exhibitions, or incentives. We can also travel for special purposes, which include weddings, honeymoons, and anniversaries. So here, to conclude, is a very brief introduction of tourism, which is a major global economic activity covering transportation, accommodation, food and beverage, entertainment, activities and amenities. People travel for many reasons, and tourism will continue to grow in the future as economies grow, as people get jobs and they get new income and have the means to travel. So in conclusion, we've basically looked at what is tourism, who a tourist is, and how and the purposes behind the reason that people travel. I hope you have enjoyed this video.